I play the game with no timeouts. You ride my wave, you're getting wiped out. Big mistakes get wiped out. I spot you like a lighthouse. Watch your moves like a night owl. On a full moon, wolves gon' howl. Can't bounce back, no rebounds. I show up like me how. Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Tip Off. I am your host, Iceman the Eskimo. And let's get into it today. Y'all know that 3 of our players went down to the G League, and now 2 of them is being called back up. Y'all know I was talking about how they were supposed to go down to the G, and it was better for them, and it will help them a lot in seeing the game a little differently. And sitting down watching the veterans play and then going down to the G will help. Shout out to Pod. He said oh, they wanted to go down. Jordy wanted them to go down to the G he wanted them to go down to the G. He wanted them to go down to the G and stay down there for 60 games. Is it 60? Something like that. But it's not 60. It's 30 games in the G, 30 games in the NBA. And so far, Saraf and Danny Wolf showed out in the G. Trayor. Yeah, bro. They're looking out on the pull-up. But yeah. So they did well in the G, and that's what we wanted to see. The growth from them going down to the G and then being called back up. And now they being called back up. Folks got to pay attention. Fans got to pay attention. It was Saraf. It was Saraf that got called back up. Danny and Saraf. Trey are still down there right now, but they got called back up because they played well in the G. Saraf scored, I think, 20 points and 21 points. And Danny is averaging 19 and 11. 19 and 11. Showed a little bit of post-move, post skills, and stuff like that. Thank God they kept Trayor down there. Yeah, Trayor needs a little bit more work. He was at 12 points. He wasn't starting yet, so hopefully Trayor gets some playing time in the G. I mean, more playing time now that Saraf and Danny is being called back up. They probably go back down though. So, not that I'm saying that I was right, but that was the vision that I had, that I thought the Nets had for those players, and it seemed like they worked out right for them in the G. We continue to watch out for Trayor down there. If y'all haven't checked out the G League games, check out the G League games. I only caught one so far. I haven't been able to watch another one. So like I said, if y'all haven't seen the Long Island Nets play, go check out the Long Island Nets. Sometimes they're on YouTube. You gotta check on the Long Island Nets website to see where the game is being played at, where online. Yo, salute. Yo, Jelly-O. You were right though. He said, salute. You were right though. Only a couple games and they were already called up. Yeah, that's the vision. That's the vision I thought they had, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 5 rookies, 15 players on the team, 18 actually. You know what I'm saying? On the Gotham Sports app. Okay. On the Gotham Sports app. All right, thanks for that. Hopefully they start great tomorrow. Yeah, like I was saying, they play well, and that's what you wanted to see them play well down there. I saw the first game. Okay, Jelly-O. Yeah, I took a look at it. I really didn't watch the full game. I was trying to watch both the Nets and Long Island, and I didn't get a chance to do all that. So, you know what I mean? Like I said, Trayor. Like I said, when you go down there as a Brooklyn Nets player, you're not a Long Island player. They give you the ropes. The word I'm looking for is they let you be the star down there basically. They let you be the star, and you go out and hoop and do your thing. Like scoring that many points in the G is good. You know what I mean? It shows that you're probably a above average player, and you probably still need to learn the NBA as they're learning, and wait for the game and the pace to slow down a little bit for them to increase. Wolf was hooping definitely. If he averaged, bro, a double, 19 and 11, yo, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Yeah, 19 and 11. Yeah, yo, bro, yeah, Fambo, man. I was hoping that he get called back to get called to the 2A or get called to play in Long Island. So far, that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? That's not good. That was supposed to be my guy. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see on the team, and they ain't even calling back. So I don't even know what's up with that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I need, not that I need, but I wanted Fambo on the team. And yeah, man, they playing good. Jaegor's been playing good as well on the Nets, starting to get downhill a little bit, making plays, making passes. We're seeing Drake Powell play right now, you know what I mean? And he's looking good. The ankle seems to be fine. It showed a little bit of, I put him in the Mikal Bridges category. I know Herb Jones is his comp, but I put him in the Bridges category. And you see, Drake has a bright future for us. Yeah, for sure. Like I said, I put him in the Bridges category. Mid-range, athletic. I think he's more athletic than Bridges for sure. He's more athletic than Bridges, and he looked good. You know what I mean? I think he's way better offensively than Herb Jones. He just might be. You know what I mean? You never know. Right now he's looking good. He showcased. He didn't get hurt this game. No ankle injuries. Thankful. He got to play some playing time. And yeah, man. Shout out to the Nets. They tried their hardest. I just, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really got too much to talk about today. Brooklyn played against the New York Knicks and took an L. That was terrible. You know, you know what I mean? That was terrible. Who else I want to talk about on here? What up, JP? MPJ. Yo, MPJ. I don't know. It looks like he can create a little bit, super athletic, and he'll be much more than a 3D. I think so too. I think his offense needs a little bit of work. I thought he was going to end up in the G, but looks like he's more ready than I thought. You know what I mean? What up, JP? Salute. And the key words is key. King Libby, yo. Yeah, we took an L. We took an L to the Knicks. They played the best they could. But MPJ, you gotta shout out MPJ. MPJ has been balling. I think he shot almost 50% in that game, or 50% in that game. You know what I mean? And man, he's looking like he's gonna put up buckets all season long. You know what I mean? So you gotta shout out MPJ, because I think fans were sleeping on MP, and he out here showing that he can get a bucket. He gonna have some bad games, but he's showing that he can really hoop right now. If man starts over Drake after that game, I don't know what Drake, but because Jaeger was playing point guard. Yeah, because Jaeger was playing point guard. You're right. Maybe he brought Saraf back up. So I don't know. We're gonna see what the lineup gonna look like, because I have no clue right now or what the lineup is gonna look like when we start, because Jaeger started and Terrence Mann started. Terrence Mann still look better at point guard, but Jaeger's starting to come along right now. And we just gotta wait and see, bro. Like, we just gotta wait and see. I don't know what it is he's gonna do with the lineup. It's a lot of players. Danny coming back up. Don't know if Danny gonna get playing time or not. And who else? I said Saraf. Saraf gonna get playing time. He did well. Like I said, that's another thing. Saraf scoring. I said Saraf was a scorer. I just didn't like his play style, but he is a scorer, man. So hopefully he could come up here in the NBA and start to score. And we'll see what else he got to do. You know what I mean? What else he can do? Because he's just starting to open up. What's the what we say? They better be calling Danny up for a reason. Actually gave the man minutes, bro. There's no point of calling him. I'm not gonna play. Yeah. I mean, he do got Claxton and Daron in front of him, so you know what I mean. Like he's he gotta wait. He gotta wait his turn or get him some minutes. I'm hoping to see Wolf start at the 4 next to Claxton rather sooner than later. Player 1, yeah. That's what I was talking about. He could play next to Claxton at the 4. Clowney's been playing better. Clowney's been more aggressive, you know what I'm saying, during the games. And that's what you want to see from Clowney. I said he's been working on that in the off season. So now he's starting to showcase it. Getting comfortable with the team. Wolf should get some playing time down a bit. Yeah, if we get down a bit. If we get down a bit, he should get some playing time. You know what I mean? So that's gonna be good. And Danny gets some playing time. Everyone wants to see the Wolf out on the court playing, and I do too. I think Danny the highlight. Dirk Powell looks like he can be a highlight. I know Danny can be a highlight. So that'd be good, bro. That'd be good to see these players. Let me see anybody else I want to talk about. Claxton, I gotta give props to Claxton. He's been playing well, averaging around like 18 points a game right now. I know fans been talking bad about Claxton, but they gotta change their mind this season. I said it on my last live on the last podcast that the coaching staff is asking Claxton to do a little bit more. So now he's got to. Now he's showing out. So fans gotta give him a salute for that. Drake solid. Yeah, y'all thought we got the y'all won. Drake's so next solid. Yeah, he gonna be replacing somebody's spot. Yeah. CT. You think CT gonna get traded and Drake gonna take that spot? It's possible. It's possible if he don't get signed back. You know what I mean? Some people think he's gonna get signed back. Some we play against versus you guys tomorrow. We think you're gonna get signed. We think you're gonna get signed back. I mean, Cam gonna get signed back, but I'm not sure about if Cam gonna get signed back or not. I hope he does. But some people think that Cam is holding the team back. The team plays a little bit better without Cam. The ball moves a little bit more. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Fans, y'all in the chat, let me know what y'all think about that. Let me know what y'all think. Is Cam holding the team back? That might be another podcast for Breeze or for me. You know what I mean? To do another podcast or something. So, y'all let me know. And Drake is getting comfortable as the games go by. Yeah, because he ain't getting a lot of playing time. Them 2 injuries, JP. Those 2 injuries right there. They ain't get comfortable. He ain't have a chance to get comfortable at first because 2 injuries back to back, first layups back to back. It's almost happened the same way. John want me to send the link. All right, I'll send the link. I wasn't trying to be up here too long. Let me see. Dang, how do I do that? Hold on. Dang. Let me see if I can find. Oh, right there. Yeah, I ain't really had too much to talk about. That was going to be my end. I'll let John come up and talk real quick. Yeah, no, John, no Clowney slander. John, the link is in the chat. You know what I'm saying? If you want to pull up. You know what I mean? Let me know something. Sean Marks is 2,000% now offering CT a good offer. Oh, you don't think so? We're gonna have a cap space. We're gonna have cap space soon. You know what I mean? Let me get John in the studio, let him chop it up because I'm about done. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yo, what's good?
Doing good, man. So you're asking the question, does Cam make a difference on this roster? Probably not, if we're being honest. I mean, you and I know what the huge problems are with this roster. We lack physicality, we lack a lot of athleticism, we lack top defense, we lack versatile scoring. Like we have so many issues with this team that we might make some G League teams look a lot better because they might have more balanced pieces than we do currently right now. Like that's just the truth of the matter with our team right now. We don't have a balanced product. And now you take Cam away from that, the offense is pretty much MPJ, a little bit of Claxton, and whatever anybody else can contribute at this point, which you're not going to win a lot of games with. We saw yesterday with the Knicks thrashing that we got. Like this, just a roster that is not built to be balanced whatsoever. So, in a way, it helps you figure out who shouldn't be part of this future. But at the same time, you're hoping there's maybe one or two or three guys that can rise above through this to show why they could be potentially part of our future. But right now, there's a lot more question marks than I would say solutions with this roster if we're looking at it from that lens of things.
Yeah. So what you think about Danny and Saraf getting called back up from the G? You know what I mean?
Hey, I wouldn't say I'm a predictor, Ice, but what did I say before on Breezy's podcast before the season started? I said we should start clowning at the four. He's done much better at the four. I said Drake Powell should be eventually the starting two guard. He is on his way up there. That guy's been phenomenal. So with the Dayron Sharp injury, very unfortunate because Dayron, I think he was having a decent start to his season, but again, he's been hampered by injuries that have halted his momentum, and now he could be out for a little while with hamstring tightness, which really kind of kills our rebounding on so many levels. So, but in the same ways, it's a next man up mentality, and this should open up a space for Danny Wolf to play minutes and potentially maybe stay up as opposed to being sent back to G League. Because in two G League games, Ice, this guy's averaged a double double. He had 15, 11, and 23 and 15. Like this guy is just doing what we expected him to do, which is drop good numbers and be ready for his call up. And I think this moment with Dayron has opened up a door for Danny Wolf. And I hope Jordy takes advantage of that and lets him be the backup center to Claxton, and let's see what he can do.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. We're trying to see exactly what he trying to do, bro. Double double. What I say, 19 and 11. 19 and 11 down in the G. I talked about them going down there, see that saying that'll be good for them to play in the G and get some run. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? Right. And MPJ showing out. His shooting is spectacular right now. He's on fire right now with his shooting. You know what I mean? Danny should be our backup big tomorrow. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying? Like JP said, somebody got to be injured or something for us to get Danny some playing time, or Danny gonna come in like late in the fourth, end of the game type stuff and play. But Drake looked like they say in the chat. Drake Powell looks good. How you feel about Drake?
Drake Powell looks phenomenal right now. I mean, we all were very high on him because of what he gives you defensively, but you look at what this guy's skill set is. He really is along a lot further than pretty much all of our rookies right now. Like he already has athleticism, he has speed, he can dribble. He's showing he can knock down threes now, which is good. He's shown a bit of a mid-range hook shot in the interior, and he's shown that he can get to the rim the best out of all of our rookies. So Drake Powell is on the cusp of not only really just rising to a good ranking on this team, but he is making a strong case, Ice, why he should be the starting two alongside Jaeger Dioman. And I know there's a lot of people waiting for Cam to come back, but Ice, you and I know the logistics. They ain't good for Cam. They're not good for this front office. And right now, I said this on Breezy's show that Drake Powell is coming for that starting two job. You just see what he's doing on the court right now. And in his fourth game of his career, he's already has the most points off the bench for this team, 15 the other night. Like, it's impressive. You were seeing this guy show you facets of what his skill set can be. And to what Potthorn has said, if they give this guy more of a run and let him be part of more of the plays, his numbers might go up slightly more. So I look forward to seeing more of what Drake Powell can do. I mean, in his third game, he's one of the only rookies that could say they've actually defensively guarded Cade Cunningham, who's on a tear right now. So I look forward to seeing what Drake Powell can do because I think this guy is a huge part of our future, and he's showing it right now on the court.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. Drake showing it, showing out. You know what I mean? You got anything else? Like I wasn't gonna be up here that long. You know what I mean? Because 2 games. Oh, they had 2 games in the G. Sarab averaging 21. Danny averaging 19. Treyarch still down there, getting some playing time. I see Drake. I see Drake name in the chat going crazy right now. Drake showing us, showing you he's more than a 3 and D. Yeah, he's showing more. He got some offense to him. Finally he got some playing time. Like I said, his ankles all healed up, and you know what I'm saying, it's playing good. So, you know what I mean?
I would just say that right now, the backcourt of Yegor and Powell, Jordy just needs to see what that can do. I get he wants Terrence Mann to get his value up, but I haven't really seen Mann's value go up. Besides one good game he had against, I think, the Spurs or the Hawks, his numbers as a starter have just been abysmal so far. And I think he'd do a lot better being a good vet off the bench, giving you a few points in limited minutes, which I think raises his value as opposed to playing 30 minutes. And he gives you these 2, 4, and 3 performances. I think Powell and Yegor, Jordy just needs to trust that backcourt, let them, plus Clowney, who has had some better starts as a starter, play with MPG and Claxton. Like, see what that starting unit can do. The bench, we'll see who steps up to the plate. But that starting unit, I think, has a lot of potential. And if Wolf does get called up, which he did get called up and gets actual minutes, he could potentially be a backup to Claxton. And let's remember, Claxton is in the trade rumors, but even Dayron, who we all like, he's been mentioned in a lot of trade rumors as well, and he has great value as a backup. So if one of those guys gets traded at the deadline, that should get a clear lane for Danny Wolf to lock something down. But so far, Wolf, Yegor, and Powell, I think all three of them are on the right track. And all three of them could become solid rotation guys, this past draft wouldn't call it great, but better than what some was expected because we want these guys to be part of the system. It's just our previous coaching staffs have never helped homegrown talent reach their peak. But already you can see with Powell, with Yegor and little strides, and now Wolf, who's just knocking out the park in G League, these guys are ready for bigger roles. And it's really on Jordy to give them that trust. And I think we all can't wait till the trade deadline comes sooner rather than later so we can move some of these vets that aren't a part of the future just to give more runway for these rookies to get the playing time that they're earning. So I look forward to that, Ice. And it's only 10 games, but it feels like it's already been a month.
Yeah, no, I like Terrence Mann play. He's been aggressive, man. He's been aggressive. I think fans are overlooking Terrence Mann just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think he had more than one game. Yeah, I think he had 2-3 games that was pretty decent. Last game was the one that was better. You know what I mean? He's, like I said, I just think him and my guy Tyrese Martin is the ones that's out there to show them a little bit, even though they went down to the G. You know what I'm saying? That is just a visual, but Yegor played well. Starting, I can't remember who else is in the starting lineup, but Yegor played well. Running the point, he looked a little bit better at the point, but I don't think he's as good as Terrence Mann at the point. I don't think he's real comfortable out there yet. You know what I mean? But yeah, hope to see more of the young guys playing, and that's what I'm really looking forward to. You know what I mean? I know we got a game tomorrow. Or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we face the Raptors, which is a good test. But, just even also looking at what's going on with college basketball right now, it's insane, Ice. I mean, Caleb Wilson, that guy is impressing, and raising the bar. Like, this guy says he gets wallpaper of players like Peterson who have wronged him in the past. Like, this guy has a mentality that you see it on the court. Like, this guy has skill sets from AJ, Boozer, and Peterson in his own game, which is ridiculous. Like, this guy is going fourth, I believe. And if we get the fourth pick and get him, you can make an argument that guy is a first-round selection with the way he's playing. He truly is the dark horse of this draft because you look at his skill set and it's ridiculous the level he could play at. Like we all know that AJ Peterson and Boozer are crushing it right now. Wilson is right up there with them, man, and that's definitely somebody to look out for as college progresses and once that tournament starts end of next spring. That'll be very interesting to see how he does.
Yeah, it'll be interesting, bro. Definitely. The tomorrow Raptors got to deal with Brandon Ingram and those other two, well, three. They got a nice little squad right now for the Raptors. You know what I mean? So, we'll see how they play. We'll see how they play out. How the game play out.
They They got a
Yeah,
good starting unit, the Raptors. The bench ain't really that great, but that'll be the interesting thing. Is their stars going to carry them tomorrow, or will be battle of whose bench is worse? The thing for us now is without Dayron, the rebounding is what's really going to kill us. And they have Jacopoto, I think they have a few guys on there that could give you some rebounding. So for us tomorrow, the rebounding is going to have to be by committee at the very worst, unless Danny Wolf does get some playing time. And it would be nice maybe in the second quarter or third quarter that we do see Wolf get some burns because you don't just want Claxton Clowney out there with no big off the bench because our bench without Dayron, it's really weak right now. So hopefully Jordy just calls an audible and says, Wolf, this is your chance, kill it. Like that. That's the best we can hope for with tomorrow as far as the development stage goes. And then for Jaeger, of course, it's going to be what his third start, how he does running point, and the two guard thing. I know you're fine with Terrence Mann, but Drake Powell, man, he is pushing at the door to get that starting two job. And I think Jordy will give it to him sooner rather than later if he keeps doing what he's doing off the bench. But I think Powell is just getting to his bag of tricks. So hopefully a decision on that will be made maybe towards Thanksgiving at the very worst. But so far as development with Powell and Jaeger is going this past week, I've seen the strides, which is what we wanted to see. So if we figure that out with Wolf as well, then I think Jordy is redeeming himself a little bit.
yeah, nah, Joe. I think Jordy fine. I don't think nothing wrong with Jordy doing, you know what I mean, doing what he doing. Like I said, I think he just trying to figure it out. It just takes some time to figure out the roster, figure out rotations, figure out players who work well together and all that good stuff. So I don't think nothing wrong with Jordy's coaching right now. Like they said, they think this team is tank proof. You know what I mean? Wind proof, and so he can't mess up the tank. You know what I mean? So Jordy,
Wow. Kid
yeah.
Gribby agree with me on something? Whoa. A Knicks fan, a Nets fan in agreement on something? That's breaking news, Ice, on your show.
Nah,
That's
nah,
amazing.
that's facts. That's facts. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's what I think. Like I said, anybody got any questions in the chat before we close out? I ain't gonna be on here too long. It's only been, you know what I'm saying? We got game tomorrow, 2 G League games. I ain't really got too much because Claxton. Before I go, I gotta talk about Claxton again. You gotta get Claxton props. Like I said earlier, the coaching staff asked him to do a little bit more, and he's been averaging 18. You gotta shout out Clax for that. Hope can come back from the hamstring. They said 3 to 4 weeks on a hamstring injury. And let me see who else. Zaire. Zaire been shooting the ball well too. So I gotta
Right.
give him some props too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, listen, Claxton has played much better lately. I'll give it to him. We had to see this. I said before the season started, we have all these guards on this team. Claxton should be able to use them to his advantage to get easy lobs, and he has. He's showing you a little bit more, with his playmaking, which is it's a good development because he was a point guard, crazy enough in college. So to see him go back to his bag there a little bit, that's kind of like the Sabonis role that Jordy wanted from him last year. He's shown that a bit. So Claxton is raising up his value and his trade value too. But I know there's people that are saying, hey, maybe Claxton won't go anywhere. I wouldn't rule it out just because you look at the bigs we're facing lately, the Jared Allens, the Corkbrenners, the Wembys, Jalen Durant. I mean, can we all just throw out what Durant is doing in the Pistons? That dude's looking like modern Shaq out there. He don't have the size of Shaq, but that dude is just pushing people to get to the rim. And as good as Claxton has been better lately, it is very evident, Ice, that we do need a center of the future eventually if we want to be a serious team. And Claxton is making strides, but are they strides where you go, this guy is a center compared to what the other centers are that are evolving in the NBA? Not whatsoever. But for now, I'll take the good value he is bringing. It's just I think the Nets got to cash in sometime this trade deadline to get value back for him, or else you're stuck with him and you're hoping that there's something you haven't seen yet. He has given you good playmaking lately, but there's nothing else about his game that has drastically changed other than that. And I will give him props for using the playmakers to his advantage, but I think it's in the best interest for the Nets that at the deadline they move Claxton, which opens up even more runway for Wolf and gives the Nets a chance to maybe go after a center in free agency or the trade deadline in the following years when they're ready to be more competitive. And as far as Zaire goes, he's been our best bench piece. The guy is shooting the three really well. He's giving you energy out there. He's fighting through a little fracture in his back. That hasn't stopped him. Like, he's doing everything we've asked him to do to validate a role. But the scary thing enough, Ice, is, I've told some people look at guys like Zaire and even Dayron as being trade assets this upcoming deadline, which is wild because both of them help out our bench a lot. but both of them have value. Like, people look at a guy like Zaire, like, wow, if this guy could give me this defensive energy and shoot threes, which was a huge weakness of his, he might have some value. So I like what Zaire's giving us right now, but I wouldn't be surprised if we hear his name in the trade deadline grapevine going into next year, just because I think a lot of people see how good of a role player he is. And this is the crazy thing. He's only making $6 million. I mean, I give it to Sean a little bit here. Like, you signed both Zaire and Dayron, two guys who could be courted by a lot of different teams, to $6 million salaries, which can work to your advantage with trying to extract value, but at the same time, it makes them a little expendable when they shouldn't be expendable. So I don't know what's going to happen with Zaire's future, but he's doing a great job for us, being a good bench piece. And for Claxton, keep doing what you're doing, but we definitely need to censor the future when we're ready to be a more serious team, and I'll leave it at that.
Yeah, that's what's up. John, shout out where you be at, and I'm gonna close out after that.
Good talk with you, Ice. If you ever want to talk fun basketball with me, follow me on Twitter at everythingbknetsjohn. And always come check off Ice at the tip-off, because not only does he talk about the content with the Nets, he is the scout mo. This guy's looking at G League players. He's looking at college players. Like, if you need the hot reel from Ice on any of those type of college or G League players, he's probably got you.
Yeah, that's what's up. I like the shout out. Thanks for the shout out. Y'all know my motto. Y'all don't have to like. Y'all don't have to subscribe. Because y'all know anything. You heard. And I'm out.
Peace.